So today we're gonna demonstrate overriding a function pointer in global memory. So for this example, we have two functions, global functions called denial and reveal, and we have an uninitialized called function. And what we're gonna do is we have a buffer that only has, it can only support 16 bytes. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this function to point to denial. And then we're going to copy the input into the buffer, compare it with the actual password. If it's right, print access granted, and switch the function over to reveal. Still recording? Yeah. Then we're just going to call function. So if this doesn't happen, function is just going to point to denial, secret denied. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a way to access, get the function to point to reveal without actually inputting the password, right? So if we take a look at, let's look at this diagram right here. This is how memory looks, and our global variables, our global functions are stored right here. So we're gonna overwrite it, and that'll give us access to the system. Yeah, good. Okay. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna write this code. Take a look at it quickly. Very basic. And then what we're going to do is we're going to compile it first. So, whatever you want to name it. I've named it pos.c. You can name it whatever. gcc pos.c pos, right? And you can test it if you want, but basically what we're going to do is we're going to overflow the buffer. Now you can see that the buffer only has 16 bytes. 16 bytes, so anything more than 15 symbols we're gonna go over. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna override using this. We're gonna call the name of the function. So we're gonna make a simple Python function that prints the letter O times 256, and that's gonna override the function with 0 point and then whatever O is in ASCII. Okay, so then we're going to use GDB. So we switch to GDB. Here it is. You type that into GDB, and then you can make a break at wherever function is called here. Pos.c. 36, run the program, and we say debug, and we have successfully overridden function with our input, and then we say p reveal. What that's going to do, it's going to give us the address of where this is stored, the reveal location. And now that we know that, we can quit. And we know several things from this. One is that we need a number of bytes to overwrite the system, and we can use this address to overwrite the system and access the code without actually knowing the password. Also remember that this is little endian, so it has to be back to front. So we will execute something like this. Python, type this in, put backwards. See? And then pad the rest so it makes 8 bytes. And when you run it, it will it will give you secret revealed. We don't actually care that this happens. This doesn't matter. All that matters is that you can access this immediately without going through anything. It will automatically say secret revealed, and it's an example of how you can access sensitive or secret data without actually knowing the password. Um, a little more of an explanation. If we had initialized the data, so if this was initialized, we would have to go further. We would have to go further here in order to make this number higher in order to overwrite it. But the fact that it was uninitialized means it was easier, and yeah, that's the only thing I can comment on. And that's the video. Thank you for watching.